And he was nominated as Player of the Match by Ray Illingworth, the adjudicator and BBC commentator. On to Old Trafford now, and England put an unchanged team in the field up there, but India did make one change. They brought in another leg spinner. Kumble came in, and out went Sharma, the medium pacer, who had a rather ordinary game down at Lord's. So they're anticipating a little bit of extra spin there. Graham Gooch won the toss, and on what looked to be an absolute belter of a pitch, decided England would bat. Here he is now facing Kapil Dev. The score is 12 for no wicket. There's no third man, and that is 4. Well, the pace that goes to the boundary will be an indication of how fast the outfield is. It has fairly raced away. Oh, good shot for 4. That's a super shot for Battle. Four more to Gooch. Goodness me. It's the shot of a man not only in form, but who actually knows he's in form. It was difficult to know if that's the shot of the morning. There have been so many good ones played so far. And that, in the most emphatic style possible, is the 50 for England. It's been a morning of brilliant stroke play. I can't remember one bad shot being played in those first 50 runs, which have come up in 46 balls and 30 minutes.
That's 4 more. 10th 4 of the innings. 6th for Atherton. Terrific shot. Waited for that ball. Oh, that's a lovely shot. Only the second one, he's dropped short, and there's a little bit of width as well, but it was a beautiful shot from Gooch.
It's that sort of pitch, they're in that sort of form. He kept a bit low and Hirwani threw his hands in his head. Again, Graham Gooch still stood there just waiting. That was the secret, just waited. And if you hear some applause, it's maybe for Graham Gooch. When Graham Gooch reached his private total of 44, he'd scored 500 runs in this series.
It's a very good half-century. Michael Atherton on his home ground has played some delightful strokes this morning. But he hasn't timed that, but he's still going to get 4 for it. It came off very slowly. Batsman had to wait and wait, and up comes 100 for England. Gooch has strike, and Ivani's the bowler. .50 for Gooch. 57 for Atherton. 109 for no wicket.
And Gooch in a very, very good run at the moment. He looks in absolutely super form.
Well, went for the sweep. Not sure which stump he took that off, but his timing was immaculate. And another one. Much straighter bat. What confidence the man's got to try that in the first few minutes after lunch.
Very short. It was a bit of a false shot, I think, by Graham Gooch, but it hit an ocean of space. Manoj Prabhakar taken off after 4 overs with the new ball, so time for him to make amends. That's a cracking shot. And really, if you're 20 yards away at third man, and where you think the point of contact will be with the advertising board, there's no point in running. But it's a short one. You really can't bowl like that, not only in a test match, but to a good club player.
And Mike Atherton's a little bit better than a good club player.
That beats the fielder at 4. He didn't get it off the middle of the bat, but he placed it so well that it didn't really matter. No need to run for that. That's the 100 for Graham Gooch. Another splendid innings for him. Followed his triple 100 and his single 100 with another 100 here at Old Trafford. What a marvellous summer. 101 for the 144 balls, 198 minutes, and he struck 15 fours in that innings. .200 up for England, but no wickets down for India.
And Azharuddin at extra cover must be wondering what he should do next.
Well, again, he's picked that one out with unerring accuracy. Twice in 1 over straight after lunch he had a go when Ioane bowled from the other end. Goes for the pull. Probably only one. Misfield, and he's going back for it. That gets in there. 12th innings for England, second 100. Acknowledgement to Atherton all the way around his home crowd. There's the members' pavilion there. Standing reception for him, and well deserved.
And shoulder. And John Holder has given Gooch out. First bit of ill luck that's come his way. Prabhakar has struck. First wicket down. Graham Gooch caught Moray bowled Prabhakar 163 balls, 237 minutes and 16 fours. I reckon he's picked that up from, it just looked to me, outside off stump. Nice way to start. Beautiful stroke from Gower. Beautiful stroke again. Every time there's anything, well, I won't say anything loose comes along, that wasn't a loose delivery.
That's a great shot. Again, reflective of the pace of the pitch. Well, you don't bowl those to Gower. Well, you do, and that's the result.
It's caught him, and Gower goes. It's a bit of a loose shot. Really trying to get a little bit too much purchase on that by opening the face, slicing it away, backward of square on the offside, straight into the hands of backward point. And the half volley, he recognises. The feet start to go and the back starts to swing. Let's pick the length up. Wasn't all that short. He steered it.
It is important to score runs quickly because there could be interference with weather before the 5 days is over. It's a good pitch, and to bowl India out twice, you do need time.
This is Kumble.
Well, that's a fine shot by Lam. Even a bit of air and really cracking the way through extra cover.
So Irwani it is then to Atherton.
And he has wicket. Atherton goes for 131. And that is a very well-earned wicket for a young leg spin bowler. He's only been around a short time, but shows a great deal of class.
There's a huge shout, and that's out. Complete misjudgment by Russell there. Full marks to Irwani. Disappointed Russell goes, and that's a good start for India. Two close catches, the slip in short leg, and 5 men saving the single. Oh, well, my word, what sort of bounce was that? It's laughable in a way, but from nowhere that nearly took his head off. Well, that was short, but even then it didn't bounce, and Smith really had to get down to play that shot, and he watched it all the way onto the bat. A fine shot. Shastri to Lamb. That's his favourite, square cuts. Although there's only 20 yards to run for the sweeper, there was no chance.
That's full toss. But small leg spin, it's Kumble now. Anil Kumble, playing his first test match. That's out. It's all paid off. And for Anil Kumble, it's a first test match wicket. Sanjay Manjrekar took a lovely reflex catch of the bat of Alan Lamb in that silly point position.
But it'll pick 4 runs up for Robin Smith. That, I can assure you, was a lovely piece of bowling. The quicker top spinner that has zipped through, and when you take into account how slow this pitch is and the lack of pace in it, that was a really beautiful piece of bowling.
Different sort of innings for Smith. So often in the past he's had to deal with extreme pace and seam, but look at that for a shot. That was good footwork and timing superb. Well, that was really a victory for the bowler rather than the batsman. That's the 400 up. But all Lewis was doing was pushing forward. Oh dear, brilliantly bowled. Absolute classic delivery. Pitching around Midland leg, clipping the top of off stump. And unless your footwork is absolutely spot on, a batsman's got no chance against that. So that really tops the morning off for India.
.50 for Robin Smith. Not one of his most fluent innings, but a good one nonetheless.
Oh, that must be out, and it is. Not really the one to sweep. Perhaps he could have done with a few more, but 434 now for 8. And Robin Smith in danger of running out of time and partners. He's on 52. Oh, now he's starting to play. He's got to do it. The crowd will love this.
Kumble in bright sunshine now. Well, there's an appeal for all sorts there. Catch, LBW, and Angus Fraser solves the problem for umpire Holder by striding off the field. For 34 minutes, Angus Fraser was there frustrating the Indians with a slanting bat and the forward defensive prod. That's a lovely shot. And that's why Robin Smith needs to be facing the bowling. That's a good shot. Beautifully placed. Exactly what Robin Smith was trying to do.
There's the wrong one. He's got inside it and put it away over extra cover. That's a lovely shot. Prabhakar now. Now he can take the single. That's a very good shot. .99 not out. pick up the 100. That's well played by Robin Smith and very well played by Devon Malcolm. Excellent supporting role there from the fast bowler to enable Robin Smith to reach his century. The manager and the two players have been joined by Ted Dexter, the head of the England committee. And that's the end of it. Yes, that was a splendid partnership between Smith and Malcolm. They added 60 and it took England up to 519. One of Smith's better innings, he was never quite able to get the spinners away early on. Then he had to shepherd the later batsmen. 519, and the bowling figures for the Indian side dominated by the spinners, 3 for Kumble and 4 for Hiwani. And they had a long haul before they could say they'd reached the cut-off point for the follow-on. We join the Indian reply now at 26 without loss. Fraser is the bowler. Taking strike is Sidhu. Now that is a brilliant catch because he realised that it almost got out of his reach and he very carefully knocked it up and then grabbed it again. That will be vividly shown on the replay. Shastri is the non-striker, Sidhu the man dismissed.
They scored him a second catch of Graham Gooch. Strange dismissal. Ravi Shastri almost angled the bat out that way. Invaluable wicket for England because here's a man going who could have got 100. Instead he goes for 25 and the score 48 for 2. He's gone, he's bowled, beautifully bowled by Anders Fraser, his third wicket. Dilip Vengsarkar just couldn't get the bat out of the way then.
It's nicely timed off the back foot. Well, if anyone were to get that, it would have been the man doing the chasing. That's how well it was timed. That's 4. No one will bother running for that. Now it's to be Eddie Hemmings. That's 4. Not quite the most athletic piece of fielding, but certainly an excellent stroke from Manjrekar.
So Chris Lewis now comes on to bowl. That's beautifully played. 4 runs, finest of glides, played off the hip by Azharuddin. And that's in a gap. No third man, 4 runs all the way. So an expensive time now for Chris Lewis, and the 150 comes up. That's a beautiful shot. It's an almost animal instinct from Azharuddin. He knows that the fellow at the other end is wounded in spirit anyway, lost a bit of rhythm. Another 4. And that's Manjrekar's 50. An excellent 50. Delightfully compact player. And that's his 50. Well played, nice little push shot on the onside. The captain's doing his stuff.
That was a poor ball, and that's a good way to bring the Indians 200 up. This is a poor over. Another short one dragged down, and Mandrake needs no second invitation.
Oh, well done. What a good sharp catch by Robin Smith. That was lovely fielding. Eddie Hemmings has found the edge and the pad. And the fourth wicket goes down after a wonderful partnership between Mantreka and Mohammad Azharuddin. .96 to Mohammad Azharuddin. And now 100. Fine innings. Made a century at Lord's. And now another one, entirely different in character here at Old Trafford. That's a splendid performance.
So a bowling change now. Mike Atherton coming on to replace Angus Fraser. 264 for 4. That's a very big blow indeed. Over long on. He miscued one earlier off Atherton, but that's no doubt at all. Straight into the crowd.
Atherton again. There he is, away. That brings up the 50 partnership. 38 balls he was on naught. Very interesting leg side fielding. Two men directly behind each other. Still, he works the single. Brings up the 300. Which Azharuddin has nearly got half. He's 140. That's his 10th 100 for India. 5 of them against England. Well, hasn't really pitched it this over. Virtually a full toss, and it's 4 runs. Well, there's a wonderful shot, and what a way to get to 150. It's his 17th 4. And takes his side within 1 run of saving the follow-on. And there'll be another one. He's ready for anything that Malcolm pitches short or wide. Great shot. Just let it come on. It's the best shot of his innings. Well, you won't see a better shot than that. You really won't. There was everything there. There was footwork, there was wrist work, there was timing and power. Out. A really loose shot, caught by Gowan, the end of a marvellous innings. Disappointing end for Azharuddin, out for 179. Fraser gets his 4th wicket. India 358 for 5. The crowd will give him a terrific ovation.
And that's very well bowled. Tabaka isn't quite sure what's happened to him. Umpire Holder has raised his finger. There's an enormous roar from bowler, wicket-keeper, slip fielders, gully. Oh, that is close. Kapil Dev says he hit it. Or I gather that is the modern day body language they use when they hold the bat up in the air and suggest they'd like to do something quite unnerving with it. And the umpire, Kieran Murray, is the new batsman. This is Devon Malcolm, and he's bowling to Tendulkar. Oh, what a glorious stroke. We were talking earlier about how long it took him to get off the mark and what good experience this will be for him as a test match batsman. Let's have a look at that on the second line. 31.1 overs, 5 maidens, 5 for 117. Beautifully timed by Tendulkar. That's a very good innings from Tendulkar. Half century for him. Up comes the 400 for India. They're only 118 behind England now, and they still have 2 wickets in hand. Kumble. Oh, well done. Brilliant cricket. John Morris has thrown down the stumps. Kumble is off balance and unable to get back in. John Holder makes the decision, but that was excellent cricket from John Morris. And Eddie Hemmings is being brought on now. That's well held. Very well held by Chris Lewis out at deep mid-wicket. That's 6:15 with the last wicket falling. So that will be the close of play for the day. And Eddie Hemmings, as soon as he comes on, takes the wicket to end the innings. And that was an excellent partnership between Hirwani and Tendulkar. 68 for Tendulkar, 15 for Hirwani, unbeaten, and did an excellent job, and 31 the stand. 432 in all, and bowling figures for England. An excellent performance once again from Angus Fraser, 5 for 124 from 35 overs and 5 maidens. Wickets for Malcolm, Hemmings and Lewis, and Atherton bowled 16 overs. The situation in the match, well, there's a lead of 87 runs for England, 519 against 432. We join play now on the 4th morning. In the first over, Kapil Dev is bowling. 2 runs have been added. He's bowling to Graham Gooch, and England now have a lead of 89.
That sort of length ball just sits up and begs.
Rabaka the bowler. Not at all sure that the England captain is overjoyed about that. It was a good catch, diving away to his left. The wicket-keeper.
Prabhakar to Atherton. That's through the gap, beautifully played. That's what we mean by saying there's a little margin of error. Prabhakar just dropping too short. And that really is Atherton's strength. We've complimented him strokes on the offside, but that really is typical Atherton.
Oh, that's a good shot. Lovely shot from there from Atherton. Just let the bat come down perfectly straight, and the timing did the rest. But David Gower, one of the better players of back-of-the-hand spin bowling. Having said that, what have we got? Out. Onto his foot and back onto the stumps, and Gower bowled by Hirwani, so the introduction of spin pays off for India. England 46 for 2.
Well, Alan Lamb may prefer to start off against the medium pacers, but when one's in the slot, it gives it the real treatment.
Well, it's in the air. It went straight between the bowler and mid-on. Alan Lamb appeared to know exactly where it was going. Came like a rifle shot. Oh, that's a marvellous shot by Lamb. It's gone a long way. It's gone for 6. Try that one. Yeah, it was intelligent bowling by Hirwani, who again looped it quite high. That's a good shot backward of square. Left that shot very late. Really well played by Alan Lamb. That's well bowled. But that little deflection by Alan Lamb brings him 50, well before Atherton.
Well, that's no sort of bowling. A change of attack for Shastri. He's going over the wicket. And that's Atherton's 50. A splendid one it is. He's got them at a brisk enough rate, despite the fact they're much slower one than Alan Lamb, but he's playing an invaluable role for England there. It's a splendid effort. That was a fine shot. There's not a great gap there between mid-on and straight. It was played with a straight bat. A lot of batsmen would have been playing across the line. Giving an easy single for Lamb, which he takes, and that brings up the 100 partnership. And that 100 partnership, it's come off 135 balls.
Very little breeze at the moment, but there is just a gentle breeze from fine leg as Kapil Dev bowls, and that will help him to move the ball away from the right-hander.
That's a very good stroke from Atherton. LBW, Atherton. Adjudged to be picking that up off the stumps, trying to hit Kapil Dev away either through mid-wicket or past square leg, and Atherton is out for 74.
Manoj Prabhakar to share the attack. That's beautifully timed from Lamb. There's no real power there. Well, that's gone away. 4 runs. That takes him almost to the finishing tape. There it is. Wonderful 100. Going back for the second. The crowd will love that, and the England players. Lamb's 13th 100 for England.
No doubt about that one. That jagged back very sharply at him. Almost seemed as though Alan Lamb had made up his mind before the ball was bowled that he was going to cut it. 248 for 4 now. Alan Lamb 109 from 141 balls. 2 sixes and 8 fours. That's gone for 4 away through mid-wicket. It's a magnificent stroke from Robin Smith. Fairly whistled away just behind point. On the final morning, John Morris was unable to continue his innings, having been hit on the Monday evening by Robin Smith. And Smith duly completed his half-century on the final morning, finishing up with 61 not out. He's been in terrific form throughout the summer. Rosser was on 16, and they added 30 before Gooch declared at 320 for 4. That left India 408 to win. For the Indian bowlers, not much joy at all. 2 wickets for Kapil Dev, 1 each for Prabhakar and Hivani. We join play now in the Indian second innings. They're 4 for no wicket. Angus Fraser is the bowler. Sidhu is taking straight.
He's appealing for the catch and got him. What a start. Chris Adams. First ball from Fraser, back pad from Sidhu. Adams takes the catch, and a good catch it was. It'll only go in the book as caught sub-bowled Fraser. But what a moment for that young man to remember.
Yes, it was a good catch, and I believe that he just stand at least a half a yard, maybe a yard closer at short leg than what John Morris has been standing.
Oh, it's all over for Ravi Shastri. And one has to say, an optimistic stroke, minus the footwork. Just a waft of the bat on or about off the stump, and over they go.
Well, he's gone for the shot and got it this time. This is the frustration for an off-spinner. If he pitches just the slightest bit short, the pace is so slow that it's giving a batsman a free shot. There's 100 up for India. And Mandrake's 50. There's an appeal for that, and he's given him, and he's walking. Mandrake getting in front of his pad. Hemmings has got the catch, the wicket, and now India really in trouble. 109 for 3.
This one was a more flighted delivery, and Manjrekar got his bat in front of the pad and edged it on to his front pad for a simple catch to forward short leg.
Bowled him, left it alone. Complete misjudgment on the part of Vengsarkar. Out he goes, and now India really rocking. 109 for 4. What a breakthrough by Lewis.
That was over-pitched and beautifully played by Tendulkar. Lovely way in which he just opened the face of the bat and swung it straight through. And of course, there's so many close fielders that if you hit a gap, then it will be 4 runs. And that's out. Hemmings gets the bounce. It leaps up to Lewis at back at short leg, and the 5th wicket is gone.
Oh, terrible shot. Bowled him, flighted well up, and my word, Kapil Dev will have a very silent dressing room to go back into after that. Trying to save a test match. You've got within 20 minutes of tea. He's 6th man out at 183 for 6.
Before, there's no fine leg, and there's no third man either. And 4 more. And that's a half-century for Tendulkar. Lovely stroke, forcing away through cover. Takes him on to 53. That's 2 half-centuries in the one match for this young fella. A great performance, the way this game has gone.
Again, another fine shot. Moved into line. It's more than a push, but it wasn't a full-blooded square cut.
That'll do. Way, way overslip. And again, the ball flies away for 4 runs. Now, no bowler enjoys this. Although he's asked to attack, Angus Fraser really would hate to give away runs. He's giving away no balls. And this flies away for 4.
Tendulkar out there, besides counting that, would be also counting the runs left for his 100. Both these batsmen have done a very, very fine job for the team. What a lovely shot there.
There's definitely a chance of 3 there, even though it is Chris Lewis chasing. And 50 up for Prabhakar. That's a very good innings. A very good innings indeed, because when he came in, there was an excellent chance for England to force a win. And this splendid partnership now has pushed England almost out of the reckoning. Now, Tendulkar on 98. And there it is. Test match 100 for Tendulkar. Aged 17 years and 112 days. One of the youngest ever to hit a Test match 100. An innings of temperament, skill and delightful stroke play. It's a beautiful shot. That's as good as any stroke he's played in this innings. Some terrific Got some lovely shots through the whole of this innings.
You really can't see England breaking through the tech these last 4 wickets.
And in fact, with just 2 more runs added to that total to take it up to 343 for 6, England called it a day. The players walked off the field with congratulations all round for Tendulkar and Prabhakar, 119 and 67 respectively. They took the score from 183 to 343 for 6. A terrific performance. The bowling figures for England: Malcolm 1 for 59, Fraser 1 for 81, Hemmings 3 for 75, Atherton none for 22, and Lewis 1 for 86. Now, this is the way the match finished. It was a very good game of cricket. There wasn't much pace in the pitch, there wasn't much bounce, but still we almost got a result, and we saw some marvellous play from the batsmen of both sides. With Tendulkar, a wonderful all-round performance, 68 in the first innings and 119 not out in the second, saving India. Man of the match adjudicator was David Lloyd, the former Lancashire captain and England opening batsman. He nominated Sachin Tendulkar, and no wonder, a wonderful performance from him. An absolutely magnificent match for Sachin Tendulkar. We'll see a lot more centuries flow from his bat. I just hope I'm around to see them. Well, down to the Oval for the final match.